Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday morning to all you guys out there. How are you guys doing? This is Gregory Wilds coming live to you from Houston, Texas with this inspirational morning talk, man. This is day 5 of the 7 days in a row talk series. So this is day 5. This is day 5. We coming along nicely. Hope you guys find something in this 7 days that bless you. Like I said, if it's not for you that day, you can forward it on to whoever you think could benefit from it. And so God lead me today to talk about something else. I told you to get something juicy every day because He's going to give me what topics He want to talk about. He know what the people want to hear, and He going to inspire me to talk about the things that can help His people. So today what we want to talk about, what I want to talk about is consulting God about everything. Consulting God about everything we do. All right, that's what the scripture Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 said. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take, right? I read it from the NLT translation, the New Living Translation. Let me go over that. And then when you look at the story and in the Bible and see why God telling us to seek Him first, run everything we're doing by Him. He said everything, right? Maxine, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? So He said, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek His will in all you do, right? Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take, right? Because a lot of times we're going to be doing things. We don't have certain knowledge, but He do, and He can prevent us from a lot of heartache and a lot of trouble. So let's look at this story here and then see how we could apply it to our lives. Let's look at this story in Joshua 7, 1 through 12. Joshua 7, 1 through 12, and see why God is telling us that we need to run things by Him. It may look easy. You may think yourself, you know what, this is so simple, I don't need to trouble God about it. No. No, I don't need to trouble God about this. This is so simple. This is straightforward. No, it may look straightforward, like in this story here with Joshua, but it's not straightforward all the time. It's not. He's saying, consult me about it. They probably got things about that you don't know. And if I said no, don't matter how good the deal look, don't matter how easy it look. If I say no, you gotta trust me. So let's look at this story in Joshua 7, 1 through 12 and see what it's saying. It said, but Israel violated the instructions about the things set apart for the Lord. A man named Achan had stolen some of these dedicated things. So the Lord was very angry with the Israelites. Achan was the son of Carmi, a descendant of Zimri, son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, right? That's important. I'm going to explain that as we get down here, right? So let's see what happened here now. Joshua sent some of his men from Jericho to spy out the town of Ai, east of Bethel, near Bethaven, right? When they returned, they told Joshua, there's no need for all of us to go up there. It wouldn't take much. It wouldn't take more than 2,000 or 3,000 men to attack Ai, since there are so few of them. Don't make all of our people go up there. So these men went and spy out Ai, get some intelligence to see how they need to attack. These men come back and say, man, Joshua, there's a small nation. Ai is so small, we don't need to send the whole army in here. 2,000 or 3,000 men will go in, take care of them quickly. God, Joshua, them defeat some bigger nations than this. God give them the victory over these bigger nations. So Joshua's saying, okay, man, these men said 2,000 or 3,000 men, light work, quick. Let's do this quickly. Go home, conquer the land, and done with this. We don't need to send up the whole army, So this looks simple, right? This looks simple. Joshua say, hey, you know what, God, I got this one. You could stay resting. I don't need to trouble you about this. This is simple, light work for me. I could reserve all the bigger nations when we got to struggle against them big nations. Then I can consult you. But this one, I could do this one by myself, God. Just take some rest, right? So let's see what's going on here. So approximately 3,000 warriors were sent, but they were soundly defeated. This small nation, what it's saying, is light work. 3,000 men he sent in. He have acted on the advice of these spies, right? Only, and didn't consult God. So approximately 3,000 warriors were sent, but they were soundly defeated. The men of Ai chased the Israelites from the town gates as far as the quarries, and they killed about 36 who were retreating down the slope. The Israelites were paralyzed with fear at this turn of events, and their courage melted away. So this small nation would look simple with Joshua saying, God, you don't need to get involved in this one. I got this. All of a sudden, he get a good whooping. Right? These men chased them back and they killed 36 of them. Corey Keys, good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? He killed 36 of them, right? So now, you might say 36 men out of 3,000 is not a whole lot. Yes, 36 out of 3,000 is not a whole lot when one of them is your son, when one of them is your husband, when one of them is your brother, when one of them is your cousin, right? You might say it's not a lot, but 36 of them died because he didn't consult. So let's go on and see now. So Joshua and the elders of Israel tore their clothing in dismay, threw dust on their heads, and bowed face down to the ground before the ark of the Lord until morning. Then Joshua cried out, O sovereign Lord, why did you bring us across the Jordan River if you are going to let the Amorites kill us? If only we had been content to stay on the other side. Lord, what can I say now that Israel has fled from its enemies? From when the Canaanites and all the other people living in the land hear about this, hear about it, they will surround us and wipe our name off the face of the earth. And then what will happen to the honor of your great name? So Joshua trying to throw this back on God. God, how you allow this to happen? How you allow this small nation to beat us when all these other people here will go on? They can say you in real and what happened to your promise to your people? And no, he want to throw this back on God. And when God tell us in Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do and he will show you which path to take. Joshua didn't do that, so now we want to throw it back on God and saying, God, how you allowing this? How are you allowing this? Right? So sometimes the decision we're trying to make, we making the decision, not consulting God. And when we get into trouble, we got him praying, God, how you do? He's saying, run it by me first. And if you run it by me, you don't got to come to pray to me to fix it, because I would tell you if to go ahead or not to go ahead. Whatever I tell you, you got to respect it. So let's see what go on here now. So God can respond to him now. Let's see how God responds. But the Lord said to Joshua, get up. Why are you lying on your face like this? Israel has sinned and broken my covenant. They have stolen some of the things I commanded that must not. Let me read that again. But the Lord said to Joshua, get up. Why are you lying on your face like this? Israel has sinned and broken my covenant. They have stolen some of the things that I commanded must be set apart from me. And they have not only stolen them, but have lied about it and hidden the things among their own belongings. That is why the Israelites are running from their enemies in defeat. For now, Israel itself has been set apart for destruction. I will not remain with you any longer unless you destroy the things among you that were set apart for destruction. So God said, don't throw this back on me now. You don't throw this back on me. Remember how we start out here, and this is Joshua 7:1, where it said, but Israel violated the instructions about the things set apart for the Lord. A man named Achan had stolen some of these dedicated things. So the Lord was very angry with the Israelites. Achan was the son of Camri, the descendant of Zimri, the son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah. Achan had stolen things. When they went into Jericho, God told him, do not touch anything there. Certain things tell him not to touch. He tell him, give him specific instructions, what to touch, what to bring out of Jericho, and what to do with it. He said, these other stuff, don't touch it. But Achan go and see some nice little clothes and stuff and gold and stuff, and he took them and hid them. So God was already mad at Israel. But Joshua didn't know this. He didn't know this. But if he had consulted God before he went and fight, God would have told him what he's telling him now. He said, no, Joshua, don't go and fight. check in the camp. Achan got something. You guys not under my protection right now. Had he consulted God? So what I'm saying, you might about to make a decision right now. That seems easy. That seems straightforward. That seems I don't need to trouble God about this. This is so simple, man. This is a simple decision. God, just take a break on this one. I got this one. He's saying, no, run it by me. Don't matter how simple it look. I hope I'm catching somebody in time about to make a big decision in their life. And it look easy, it looks straightforward. I don't need no second opinion. I can just go ahead and do this. He's saying, no, pump your brakes. Check with me and see what's going on. Joshua make this mistake again in Judges 9. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. He made this mistake again. I'm trying to convince somebody, run it by God first. Don't matter how simple it looks. Matter of fact, I can go through this. I didn't intend to, but the Spirit is leading me that I need to convince somebody about the decision they make. You're going about to make right now. And he's saying, run it by me. See what I say about it. If I give you permission to go ahead, you do it. If I say no, don't matter how good the deal look, don't matter how good it look. If I say no, I know what I'm talking about. Let's look at Judges 9 quickly. I'm going to try and go through this quickly. Same Joshua. You would think he learned his lesson, but no, he didn't learn his lesson. Let's see what he do here now in Joshua 9. The people of Gibeon heard about what Joshua had done to Jericho and Ai. So if I continue this story here in 3, when he fixed the problem with this man Achan and get the stuff out to the camp, then God tell him to go and attack Ai, and he got the victory over them, right? So this is a kind of continuation here on that, right? The people of Gibeon heard about what Joshua had done to Jericho and Ai. So they decided to trick the Israelites. They packed supplies as if they were going on a long trip. They loaded their donkeys with old sacks and old wineskins. The wineskins were cracked, but they have been mended. They put on worn out sandals on their feet. The sandals has been patched. They also wore old clothes. All the bread they took along was dry and molded. They went to Joshua in the camp of Gilgal. They spoke to him and the Israelites. And they said, we have come from a country far away. Make a peace treaty with us. So these men trying to trick Joshua to hear how he defeated these other big nations. So they're saying, we're next. We're next. So they're going and trick them like they come from so far away because God tell them, the neighbors, them people close by to kill them. And they were next on the list. So they say, you know what? We're trying to save our lives. We can go and trick them. I can read parts of it because I don't want to go through the whole thing. All right? Then the Israelites said to the Hivites, but suppose you live close to us. If you do, we can't make a peace treaty with you. He's saying, but if you live close to us, we can't make no peace treaty with you. We got to kill you, right? So, but look what the scripture says. They said, just tell them, if you find out we're lying to you, we'll serve you, buddy. We'll do anything you want us to do, right? Try to convince them that, no, we're for real, right? Somebody trying to tell you they're for real right now, and they're not. And they're not. Right? So let's see. The Israelites looked over the supplies those people had brought, but they didn't ask the Lord what they should do. This is Joshua 9:14. It tell you clearly, the people bring this stuff like they come from so far, they travel so far, the bread molded, the wineskin cracking, the sandals worn out, like they come from so far. But Joshua tell himself, this is easy pickings. Look how this stuff moldy and old. Bread don't get molded so quickly. At least they have to be traveling for a month. Look how the sandals worn out. He did not ask God because it looked legit to him. It looked legit. He did not ask God. That's what the scripture said clearly. But he did not ask the Lord what he should do. Joshua made a peace treaty with the people who had come. He agreed to let them live. The leaders of the community gave their word and they agreed with the treaty. I'm not going to go on with the story. When he find out the people lying to him, he get upset, he get mad, he want to kill them. And he said, no, you can't kill them. No, you don't make a peace treaty with them. Even though God will tell you to kill them, you make a peace treaty with them, so you can't kill them now. So I'm just saying, I show you the second story here. They got lots more, but we don't got time. You get the message. Consult God about the thing you're about to do now. Consult him. If you know somebody about to make a decision, this message isn't for you, but you hear it, please pass it on to them. God is trying to reach out to somebody and say, you're about to make a mistake. It looks good. This person looks legit. They're telling you all the right things, but consult me. consult me. I know what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know, right? And I'll leave that there, guys. But you guys have a great, great day, man. This is day 5 of my 7 days in a row talk. Tomorrow is day 6. Tune in. You can get something nice and juicy again. Have a great